See? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if it's your first time, welcome. And I hope you'll be here for the long haul. Before I get into what this video is about, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friend and let your friend to share with their friend so that, you know, we can get somewhere, we can grow big, right? Okay, so this video is actually going to be about opportunities. Okay, I don't know if that's what it's about, but I guess pretty much that's what it's about. Okay, so I'll give you a backstory on how I got here and what made me think of, okay, let me do a video about this, right? So I like nice things, right? I think we all do, right? I like nice things and I cannot afford the kind of life that I want. And I think most of us are in the same situation, right? So I guess for me, the thing is, I am blessed most of the times because I do have opportunities to, you know, to work like extra hours, extra shifts or whatever to earn more money, right? And I know that some of us do not have the same opportunities to even have a job, and I understand. However, for those that do have the opportunities, this video is mostly related to you. Okay, stay with me, stay with me. Okay, stay with me. So what I did want to talk about is I have had several conversations with most of my friends about this. So that's why I thought, oh, maybe let me talk about it, you know, in front of a camera, you know, maybe it'll help somebody, right? So I want to talk about, okay, I'll talk about my first, right? When I say that I have opportunities, what it is sometimes, or most of the times, I work extra hours or extra days. Like sometimes I even work Monday to Monday, you know, just to have more money. So I end up not like chill home, like, you know, during the weekend, instead of getting a rest day, I end up going to work, right, to have more money. And the reason why I do that, obviously, number one, bills. And then number two is because I like nice things. And for me to get those nice things, I have to work. Again, this is something that I realized, I think last year, that girl, you gotta work. If you want this kind of life, you have to work. So yeah, I'm still opening my eyes, you know, so I'm still learning these things, right? So I end up doing, you know, the kind of job that I didn't go to school for. For example, I do have a degree. However, what I mean is, like, when I'm working during the weekend, I do like whatever job that I get, as long as it's legal. I do that job to earn more money, right? So that I can do the things that I enjoy. Things like, I love going to concerts, and if you are a concert person, you know they cost a lot. So for me to not miss going to a Drake or a J. Cole concert, I know I have to work. Work. I have to earn money, right? So I end up having to do the kind of jobs that my younger self wouldn't have imagined doing. Okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. So that's where I'm going with this. So I want to talk to someone who's had an opportunity, a job opportunity. And I'll give, like, I think there are about 3 or 4 scenarios that I have done. I don't know if anything comes up in the way. But then one scenario is, let's say you have been offered a job, right? It's a job, maybe it's something that you actually have skills in, you know, maybe you've studied, you've gone to school for that kind of job or whatever it is, but they do not pay you at all. As long as going to that job doesn't cost you mentally, financially, spiritually, whatever it is, then chilies, right? Go to that job. Why am I saying this? You're gonna get experience, right? So even though they're not paying you, and if it's a job that you can actually walk to, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying go to this job, use all your savings to to commute to this job. No. If you can like walk to that job, like as long as, or maybe you get free rides to get to that job, whatever it is, as long as it's not costing you, especially financially, take that job for the experience. Because most of these companies really, they are wanting people with experience, right? More than anything, it's experience. So take that job. That's number one. Number two, if you have gotten an opportunity where they are offering low pay, right? Again, as long as it's not affecting you financially, take that job. Because that low pay is better than $0. I know maybe this is common sense or whatever, but maybe the people 3 years ago wouldn't have been thinking like this. I don't know. But this is something that I've come to learn along the way. Even if it's low pay, because, for example, maybe you have like an engineering degree or whatever it is, and you have your certain standards. And it's good to have standards. It's really good. But do you have any other opportunities though? Do you? Because if you don't, take that low pay job. Because it's, first of all, whatever money amount you're going to be earning is better than $0. So take it. Take it. Okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. Then there's a third scenario. I have it down here because I forget things, so I have to write them down. Sorry, guys. So the third scenario is maybe you got offered a job that is out of the field that you actually, you went to school for example, right? And let me actually use a very, very relative example. What do they call it? I know Zimbabwe calls it Nest 8. Maybe the UK too, I'm not sure. But I think for the US, it's called caregiving. So for example, let's say you have a degree. I have a degree. And then maybe you do not get a job, right? That is aligned to your degree or the skills all the skills that you've been accumulating over the years, right? And then you get this opportunity to do this Nest 8 work, caregiving work, maybe babysitting or whatever it is. As long as you do not have another opportunity on standby, take this job, right? Get the money. I guess the point of this whole video is mostly about get the bag. I think that's what it is, because that's the only reason I'm giving out there, right? Experience and get the money, right? So get the job, right? And when it comes to Nest 8, let me actually kind of wiggle in this one a little bit, because I feel like Nest 8, I've seen a lot of videos, y'all, especially from Zimbabwe, right? And I'm Zimbabwean. That's why I'm picking on Zimbabwe. So especially from Zimbabwe about Nest 8, let me tell you, there is someone out there who wants to go for that Nest 8 job, but because they are scared, oh my gosh, what are my friends gonna say? What is my boyfriend gonna say? What is who and who gonna say? Oh God, oh no, this is not what I went to school for. Oh my goodness, I cannot imagine doing This is not for me. Oh my gosh, I'm a slave, babe. Why would I do that? Girl, as long as you do not have any other opportunity, take that job. Take that job. I mean, sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do to feed, right? We gotta do what we gotta do to get things that we want in life, right? I'm saying this because even if you don't want it, right, and that's the only opportunity you have, it doesn't mean that you're committing to it for the rest of your life. Don't forget that. Like whatever opportunity, and I just gave Nest 8 as an example because I mean, that's the one I could think of on top of my head. I know there are a lot of them out there, but if that's the only opportunity you have, take it. Don't worry about what is who and who gonna think, because once you're bagging that money, we don't know what you're doing. We just know that you're rich. We just know that you're rich, right? So take that job. It's only wise enough to take that. Just take that job. Please take that job. And it's not fun. I'm not saying it's an easy job. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, if you need to do that job for a couple of months or maybe a couple of years before you get to where you actually want to be, you might as well do this in the meantime than just Netflix and chill at home. That's if you even have Netflix, because I don't know how you're paying for this Netflix if you're not working. But I'm just saying, instead of chilling at home or chilling with your bros or the girls or whatever with $0 in your wallet, and you do have this opportunity and you're like, no, I'm not taking this job because it's below my standards or whatever, girl or boy. So no, guys, no. This is 2024. I feel like we should stop really thinking much into it, right? Because I don't know. I don't know what the other reasons are. I can only think of it's below my standards. What are people going to say? Those are two things that I can actually think of. But I'm just saying, if you do not have any other opportunities on the table, take that one for the meantime. At least you're earning, right? And for those people that are laughing, guess what? They'll be calling you, hey, please send me a small $20 from that same money, right? So go do that job, take that opportunity, whatever opportunity is that is represented in front of you, take it. As long as you do not have any other option, take it. And as long as it doesn't affect you financially, mentally, spiritually, or your beliefs, or whatever it is, take it, right? As long as it's not costing you, take it. And then, actually, I touched on this one. I was gonna say, when you're embarrassed with a job, what am I saying? Taking a job that you're embarrassed to do, but then, you're earning. I don't know what I'm saying, guys, but I think you understand what I'm saying. I think you get what I'm saying. Let me give you an example. So growing up, first of all, I don't know, maybe you don't, but most of y'all know that I grew up with my grandparents, right? And my grandparents, ever since I've known her, ever since I was born, she's always been a businesswoman. She's always selling stuff, right? It's either she's selling chickens or cakes or scones or whatever it is, right? So my grandmother had a tendency of, it is what it is, right? I'm a child, she's gonna send me to town, she's gonna send me anyway, right? So there were times that she would send me to town with a chicken that is alive, a live chicken. Guys, chickens can be, they can be sneaky sometimes, right? They do what they want to when they want to. And for me, like back in the day, I used to be so embarrassed, like going to town. First of all, I'd have to catch a bus to go to town, right? Because like I'm not driving or anything. I'm gonna have to catch public transport, go to town, take this chicken to one of our customers, right? I used to be so embarrassed because first of all, this chicken is dancing. It's making sounds and it's pooping everywhere, right? And I'm embarrassed. Like I'll be so embarrassed. But then this is where we got the money to feed on. But I didn't think about it because after that, when I'm going to school, I'm like, Gogo, and Gogo, that's grandma in English. Gogo, may I please have money for transport, or may I please have pocket money? Can I have an allowance or whatever it is, right? From that same money that she sends the chickens on. And I was embarrassed with these chickens, guys. And I'm going to be honest. I remember I used to learn with some kids that their parents, or even them, they had like, this small businesses where they are selling vegetables, selling chicken, selling whatever. That is something that I couldn't do back in the day. Because I'm like, I don't know if you know this, but I have a reputation. Even though I didn't have a reputation, but I still felt like this is something that I cannot do. But now, I don't care. Now I actually don't care. I actually don't care. If I'm gonna be $1 richer, I don't care, okay? But back then, I remember I was so embarrassed, And, I'm glad I'm not in that space anymore. Because, yeah. My grandmother would send you to town. Okay, go with this scones, go with this chicken, go with this, go with this. If she would send me to town with a chicken that's, that's already slaughtered and everything, I'll just put it in my backpack and, that's it. Nobody's gonna know, right? But then a live chicken, I have to like hold it. in my hands like this in public transport, and it's just screaming, and everybody, I felt like everybody was just looking at me, and that was so embarrassing. Excuse me. But it paid our bills, it paid, the things that needed to be paid back then. So, yeah. But if you're already doing what you need to do to feed, I respect you, like, entirely. Maybe you're already working at a place where it's below your standards. I respect you, right? You're doing what you gotta do to feed. All I'm saying is, please do not be that person that has no job, but also wants to say, I have standards, I'm not doing this. And then before you know it, it's 5 years and you have no job. You're still holding on to your standards. I'm not saying you won't get anything better in life. No. But I'm just saying, in the time being, just do what you gotta do. Like I'm happy that I've come to realize that I do have to work so hard. And honestly, I've been working harder than I've ever done in my life. I used to be, I mean, I think I mentioned it in the previous video that I was all about eat and sleep. I didn't even think, I didn't bother thinking. Like, seriously, I didn't bother. Because for me, I thought, okay, I have adults surrounded, so they're gonna think for me. I never thought, like, if anything, I even thought my future, they're gonna have to think of what I have to be in the future. And then it hit last year, like, madam, why are you giving me this life? And I had to think about it, like, what kind of life do I want, right? You gotta start somewhere. And I'm only saying this to the people that do have these opportunities, because I know some of you guys do not actually even have these opportunities represented to you, and your time will come. It will come. Like, I promise you won't be in the same situation forever. But I'm just saying, for those that maybe somebody has offered you some kind of job and you're like, no, not for that little money. Not for that little money. But you're chilling. You're just vibing. No plus sign in your pocket. Nothing. You're just chilling, and you say that little money. If it's going to make you $1 richer, take that job. Okay? Hey, that's what this video is all about, guys. I hope this was not long. I hope y'all stay with me through the end of the video. Once again, I do want to thank you, because this is actually the end of our video, guys. I do want to thank you for joining me again. I do hope to see you again in my next video. Please do not forget to like. Okay, let me count them, because I always forget something. To like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please let your friends know to do these 4 things that I just said, whatever they were. I know one of them was like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I got it. Please don't forget to do that. See ya. Bye.